Paquito de Rivera is appropriately featured in our Artist of the Week spot this week here on the New Jazz Thing and on jazz88.org. You can find out more about him there. He celebrates a birthday this Thursday, June 4th. So we'll be featuring music from him all week here on Jazz 88.3. You're listening to the New Jazz Thing. My name is Vince Outlaw, and joining us this evening is Sacha Boutros. Sacha launched last month Sacha's Supper Club and continues to bring the spirit of sophisticated swing to San Diego. Welcome to the New Jazz Thing, Sacha.
Thank you so much, Vince. It's great to be here.
It's great to have you here. We've had you on the show before, and love having you here. You're a great spokesperson for music and jazz here in San Diego, and this is quite an endeavor to bring back an era of jazz music that has kind of long passed. But you've done it in a place that has had this kind of music before, the Mississippi Ballroom at the Lafayette. Our listeners know a lot about that place. It's where we hold our monthly happy hours. In fact, we're having one this week. But you recreate the place there for this. Tell us about Sacha's Supper Club. Set the stage for us.
So it's an experience that I think one has to feel like they're almost going back in time. It's really a step back in time into what was and recreating it to be what is. And it's part of San Diego history. As you know, you guys have your wonderful event there outside by the pool, and the whole hotel has been part of Hollywood glamour from the 40s when it first opened, with Lana Turner coming in and Bob Hope and Bing Crosby coming through the doors and all the big bands. And so I was just trying to create what we once had here. And that has taken a lot of planning and a lot of detail, up down to the cocktail napkins, getting them printed on an old Gutenberg press so that they look like the way they would have looked like back then. And I had palm trees brought in to recreate the way that the pictures look like from before. Mm-hmm. And we have a fabulous band, and in fact some of them are the all-stars from Jazz 88, are great musicians. We have amazing musicians here in San Diego. So it's so wonderful to see everyone coming together to participate in something like this, to recreate the past, not only musically, but to set the stage for a social place where the ambiance is elegant and classy, and people are coming in dressed, they've got their finest on, and they're coming out for a night of music. And what's amazing is we're playing up there, we're playing jazz, we're doing some big band, but it's jazz oriented. Mm-hmm. And people are dancing. We had 250 people, sold out ballroom, and I have to tell you that 90% of them were up on the dance floor dancing. And that is the most amazing thing, to see people participating in the music and going home with a feeling of just a fulfillment of joy that music has brought to them and that evening has given to them. And that makes me feel great.
So the evening includes, as you said, music. It includes dinner and a special menu. Tell folks about kind of what you get for the price of an entry ticket.
So the price of an entry is the show, and the show consists of myself, who opens the show, and then I have a feature artist every month. This month is Jonathan Courant, and our theme this month is Rat Pack. So last time it was the 40s, and the inaugural event, like the way the ballroom was first instated in 1946. This time it's the Rat Pack, so we're going to be honoring Sinatra and doing that kind of swing music. And then we have a dance show, and I have the Hang Ten Hoppers that come out, and they do 3 numbers. They've got a really special tap number for this, 6 of them actually, and they alternate, and they have an amazing show, so they get a show on top of it. And then we have taxi dancers. So there was a concept of 10 cents a dance, and people can get out and dance. So it doesn't matter if you come, if you don't have a certain significant other, but you just want to come and have a great time, you will always find a friend, and you will always have a person to dance with.
Excellent. And so what was the inspiration for this? How did you come up with this idea to do this here in San Diego?
I happened to be on the advisory board of the Convivio Society, and we had an awards ceremony there. Our Comunitas Awards. We were honoring Joseph Panetta, and so we were in the ballroom, and I kept thinking, gosh, we're sitting in the middle of history. And my friend Charles said to me, who was also on the board with me, he says, you need a place like this to perform. You need a Sacha's Club or something. And so as we sat there talking about it more and more and more, we said, well, this is the place. This has got to be the place. Like, we just both agreed on it, and everything just kind of took off from there.
Excellent. Well, tell folks one more time when the next meeting of Sacha's Supper Club, the next event is, and where they can find out more information and get tickets.
So Sacha's Supper Club will be on June 11th. The doors open at 6. The show starts at 7, and the dance show starts at 8. There is dinner, which is a la carte, and everything is named after all the old Sinatra movies. So everything's got a little finishing touch of fun on it. And they can actually go to my website to find out the details to how to dress and, what the different options of seating are. And that's simplysacha.com, which is simplysacha.com. And I welcome everyone in San Diego to enjoy a wonderful social atmosphere of just fun and music.
Excellent. Well, Sacha, we wanted to also talk a little bit about you and your career. You've just released today a new single out on, at least I saw it out on Facebook, a new single. So tell us about what you're doing. We know you're performing at your supper club. What other things are you up to these days?
So I'm working on the next project, which is Havana After Dark, and you graciously had me on your show for New York After Dark. And Havana, we're going to be going to Havana and recording with the musicians there, and it's a project for the hospital in Baja California that's called Hospital Infantil de las Californias that services all of the children here in San Diego as well as in Baja. It's the only state-of-the-art hospital like its kind, and they don't charge if somebody can't afford something. And so this is going to be to raise awareness for the hospital and to raise funds for the hospital, and it's $15 to $20 for each visit, which is about the price of an album. So all the proceeds will be going to the hospital for that. So every time I sell an album is going to be one visit for a child to go see a doctor.
Excellent. And the music, are you going to be doing Afro-Cuban, Latin? What kind of music is going to be on the new project?
So we're going to be doing all traditional Cuban boleros on everything, looking at actually possibly using the Benny More Orchestra over there, but completely traditional Cuban, romantic, some cha-cha-cha, sa-cha-cha, and some dance music, whatever the sound of Havana is after dark is what I want to capture on that album. And since music, as you know, is the language that everyone speaks, I want to bring all of those Latin countries together with the United States and transcend all these borders that are there, which is perfect timing right now. Cuba's opening up, and bring that sound to the world.
Excellent. Well, you brought us the new song that you've released today, and it's called Love Song. Tell us a little bit about it before we say goodbye and play this.
So this is my first country recording. With of course you have Peter Sprague on it, so it has a little jazz flair. And my mother used to sing this for me when I was a baby. And so I recorded it for her for Mother's Day. It was a surprise. And she said to me, "You should let people hear that." And I said, "Well, that was for you." And she said, No, I would like you to put it out. So I did. So it's a very simple, intimate recording.
Excellent. Well, tell folks one more time about where they can find out more about you and your music and Sacha's Supper Club.
So they can find me online at simplysacha.com, simply and then SACHA, like a cha-cha, Sacha. And all the information for the Supper Club is right on the front page, and they can click on that. And if anyone has any questions, they can send me an email, and I'd be happy to answer any kind of questions they have. And the tickets are on sale right now, and we expect to sell out again. So I hope to see some of San Diego there. Of course, I hope to see you there. Excellent.
Well, really appreciate that, and thank you so much for all that you're doing for music and pushing in different directions and stretching things out a bit. So we really appreciate that. Sacha, thanks for coming on to the New Jazz Thing.
Thank you so much for having me.
Sacha Boutros here on the New Jazz Thing, and a new single released today from Sacha. It's called Love Song on the New Jazz Thing, San Diego's Jazz 88.3. Bye-bye.